The Texans made the right decision when they chose to draft DeAndre Hopkins with the 27th pick in the 2013 NFL Draft. He quickly became one of the most sure-handed players in football and earned a title as an elite receiver.
He's been doing this since college, though. He has not just been an elite receiver in the NFL. He was elite at Clemson. He only played 3 years in college. His freshman year started a little slow with 52 receptions, 637 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So not the greatest stat line, but as a freshman, I mean, he's 18. What do you expect? And I guess Ryan Williams is an exception to that rule, but still. Then his sophomore year, 72 receptions on 978 yards, only 5 touchdowns. But overall, that's still pretty good stats. And they played past the regular season, so bowl games and whatnot, which he was a factor in those too, because I mean he caught the ball in them, so he played a role. And finally, his junior year, which was by far his best year, 82 receptions, 1,405 yards, and 18 touchdowns. And all this with the most elite quarterback in Clemson history, Taj Boyd, who went on to play 0 years in the NFL. 0 games, might I add. And he was still putting up these numbers, which proves that no matter who his quarterback is, he is still an elite receiver and can still put up crazy stats. But then let's look at his NFL career, where he had many different quarterbacks.
Yeah, talking about not needing the quarterback to necessarily be good, we'll just look at his entire career here, and then I'll jump into each year, or 3 of the most important years that I have drawn out. All right, so he had 965, or still has 965 receptions, and he's still playing, obviously, so that will definitely go up as time goes. And same with his yards and touchdowns, but I'll complete this here. He had 12,763 yards and has 82 touchdowns. So obviously he's a good wide receiver. Not many wide receivers pass the 10,000 mark unless they are good, you know. So the 3 years I've chosen, I don't know, whichever one. Are 2015, 2018, and 2020. And those are 2 years with the Texans and 1 year with Arizona. And I didn't choose any years with Tennessee because he only played 1 full year with Tennessee, and it wasn't amazing by any means. So, but in 2015, he had 111 receptions, 1,521 yards, and 11 touchdowns, all with 4 different quarterbacks in that season. So it doesn't take just one QB as a good QB to make him a good player. He's a good player in general. In 2018 was the second year with Deshaun Watson. He had 115 receptions, 1,572 yards, and 11 touchdowns. His best year of his career. Not touchdowns wise, but everything else. I mean, it was incredible that year. And then his first year in Arizona, he had 115 receptions, 1,407 yards, and 6 touchdowns. And let's be honest, in those 3 years, he was elite. He was that guy. It didn't matter who his quarterback was. He was good. I mean, in 2020, I believe Kyler Murray was in the NFL at that point. Yeah, I think it was his
rookie year.
It was a rookie year. All right.
I think so.
Yeah. So, I mean, he was obviously a great help to Kyler Murray in developing. And yeah, he played well. And like we said, it didn't take a good quarterback to be a good wide receiver. Obviously, in 2015, he had 1,500 yards, even though he had 4 different starting QBs throughout the entire year. So, and then every other year in his career, other than those 3 years, he had 624 receptions, 8,263 yards, and 54 touchdowns. So, all around, great player.
Yeah, and to add to his greatness, he had 5 Pro Bowl appearances and 3 All-Pros, which, I mean, anyone with an All-Pro nomination means that they were the best at what they do at one point in time. and he had that 3 times. So that alone should stand to show that he's elite. And as Mason said, 4 different quarterbacks in a year and still putting up over 1,500 yards is insane. Like, some of these teams get a new quarterback and they just can't do anything. So yeah, I mean, it's a level of greatness that is not one of the top of all time, but is definitely considered elite and will be remembered for years to come, especially if he wins with the Chiefs, finally cementing himself as a championship winner. Let's hope that doesn't happen, because why would we want the Chiefs to win? But yeah, we'll wrap that up here. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you watched, like, comment, subscribe. We'll love you till the day you die if you do. And Mason, you want to add anything?
I mean, yeah, just do it for the algorithm. Get us up there. If you like these videos, we certainly appreciate it.
We sure do.
Yeah. So we will see you in the next one.
Yep. Later.